what is the longest time that you've spent without eating anything? Most people struggle with skipping one meal a day. I remember when I was in high school feeling cranky if I just skipped one meal. Now imagine doing that for 3 straight days without breaking your fast once. Pretty inconceivable, right? In the anecdotes of Oya-sama, there are many records of Oya-sama going on these fasts. Most were due to God trying to teach Oya-sama, as well as humans, the challenges and struggles of people who lived in the depths of poverty, as well as people who are living with illnesses that prevent one from eating and drinking. So Oya-sama would go on these fasts, ranging from 3 days at the least to 75 days at the most, sustaining herself with only sweet sake as well as a few pieces of eggplant. At the end of her 75-day fast, at the final day, she still had the strength to walk 12 miles to the neighboring city to do missionary work. So wanting to have our own spiritual adventure just like Oya-sama, the 4 of us members of Tenri Teachings decided to walk in Oya-sama's footsteps and take on this challenge. So starting from today, we are going to go on a 3-day fast, learning the benefits of fasting as well as the limits of the human body and mind. We do not recommend that you try this on your own without any supervision. So without further ado, here's what happened to us. How are you feeling, man?
Good.
Good?
Excited.
Yo, today I was just shaking the whole day in anticipation. I was knocking over my my water bottle and I'm just kind of giddy, you know, because this is my first time doing fasting. What about you?
I guess I was thinking more about the spiritual side of it. My friend at the Sumo show, last month he found out he has throat cancer, so he actually leaves for the hospital tomorrow. The timing of everything is making it so I can appreciate what he's going through, you know?
It's kind of like things that you're gonna keep in mind when you're doing it.
For sure.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm kind of doing this to experience what Oya-sama experienced and to experience. There's like a quote in Ofudesaki's like, "Oh, before you save anyone, you have to know what they're going through," right? I've been kind of thinking about doing this in that lens, you know. What about you, TK?
Well, this is my 3rd time of doing fasting. You know, every time I feel different way, you know. And this is my first fasting after my marriage, so I want to see how my wife is gonna be like. TKE! TKE! My wife is worrying about if I eat or bite her arms at night.
Your last bite, TK.
My last bite.
Three days. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Good morning, everyone. This is the day 1 and I'm gonna have my first and last meal for the day. 3 pieces of eggplant and just a cup of tea.
Good morning all. So we've started 3 days fasting from today and this is my first meal for the day and my stomach is already growling, but I would like to enjoy the meal.
Okay, hey guys. It's about 10:30 and I've been doing Hinekishin for the last hour and a half, pulling weeds. I have been I think the daydreaming about food has started. But I'm really not that hungry because I've been drinking a ton of water, making sure I don't get heat stroke out here. But yeah, so far so good.
Hi guys, so it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on the first day of fasting and now I'm walking back home. During Oya-sama's 75 days fasting, she walked about 16 kilometers, so I have decided to walk as much as I can during these 3 days fasting days as well, and try to see how I feel when our stomach is empty.
So I just finished my prayer service. I feel like I finally understand what Danjiki is all about. This is something that I do every day. I come here, I pray, and then I head home. But the thing is, even though I'm doing this every single day, it doesn't change my perspective. And I feel like this fasting or doing this Danjiki, I feel like I'm experiencing things way differently right now. Like I can smell things more. Like I'm more in tune with like how my stomach is feeling right now. Things just feel different right now. And I think that's like the whole point of Tenrikyo, right? Because in Tenrikyo, we're always asked to like just kind of perceive things differently. I feel like if you just live your day like eating whatever you want, sleeping whenever you want and stuff, you don't really like have that switch in perspective. And people who are forced to do something like this, whether it's like cancer, whether it's like they don't have enough food to survive, they get into this mode where you kind of perceive things differently. And seeing that I did this through choice, no one's forcing me to do this, like it really made me like appreciate things more. Like if I wanted to, I could go and grab food and stuff like that. Viewing it through that lens, it's a huge shift in perspective.
I'm just walking back to home from evening service, and I feel so tired. I think it's because I'm hungry. Can't believe Oesama did it for 75 days.
I just got on scale a few minutes ago, and it showed me that I lost 2 kilos already. It was scary, and I know the second day is the toughest, so I try my best to stay joyous, just simply lean on God, Parent, and Oesama.
Hey, so we've come to the end of the day. I haven't eaten anything, just water, some salt, and I feel pretty good. I think I feel more tired than anything. My friend, he checked me into the hospital today and sent me pictures of his room, and I've been thinking about the fact that he won't be able to really eat anything for the next month or so. If he has to do that for a month, I feel like 3 days is no problem. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Day 1 is finished. Wish me luck tomorrow.
I just came back from morning service. So during the service, I felt that I am so blessed. I am so grateful because everything around me is from God the Parent. I can eat, I can sleep, I can wake up. I have a wonderful wife, I have a wonderful family, friends. I just felt so grateful.
I'm feeling pretty refreshed. Did morning service. Except what I did realize was the walk to the shinden, I started getting these like crazy negative thoughts. And then I realized it's probably because I'm not eating. It's the same type of thoughts I get when I try to quit smoking. So I feel like this is maybe like food withdrawal symptoms or something. I think my brain is craving something right now, but I think my heart is not. I feel pretty satisfied and happy with myself. So.
Morning, so this is my first video on day 2. I could go to morning service, and then now I'm having my breakfast, some eggplant, water. And this morning I'm trying to drink a small cup of sweet rice wine, and I'm already halfway through, but I can only drink sip by sip because it's too super sweet.
Feeling a little like weak. It feels like if I just keep my mind preoccupied, then I don't feel it as much. So I'm just gonna keep moving.
Okay, hey guys, quick update. So I was just doing Hinokishin and I sharded. So I felt like I had to fart, but then there's just that little and then all this liquid came out. It was like a hole in a water balloon. It was kind of like that. So be careful, be on the lookout. Just one of them real stories if you're trying to do this all water fast. So be careful.
I'm walking home now. It's pretty tired. I mean, my body, my legs are sore. Try my best to keep myself positive.
Oh my goodness. Oh, my body hurts. And the hunger's like hitting like way harder. Oh man. Like the last few hours I could not walk. I could not move. Oh, this is bad.
Super hungry, and I feel a little sleepy and tired. I don't feel good. I hope I can feel something different tomorrow.
Man, so I'm feeling super emotionally depleted, but yeah, luckily right now we're about to go and have an interview with a church minister that I know, and he's gone through fasting and stuff like this before, so hopefully through talking to him I could get like a different perspective.
Hi, long time no see.
How you doing? My name is Owen Nakao. I'm the head minister of Tenrikyo Pearl Church in Honolulu, Hawaii. As I mentioned earlier, I was a little embarrassed because I don't consider myself an expert on fasting because I haven't done it as often as you could say I would like to. And I was able to do a 3-day fast when I was in my mid-20s. And I was praying for this elderly Korean woman. She was in her 80s, and she said in her broken English, "I cannot sleep, I cannot eat. I don't have appetite." So I asked her if I can pray for her. She said, "No need. I'm Catholic, so that's okay." But I said, "You're suffering. You cannot sleep, you cannot eat, and you don't have an appetite." So she finally let me enter her home, and I was able to do the sasuke. And at that time, I felt that just doing the sasuke wasn't sufficient. So I decided to go on a 3-day fast. And in your 20s, you get hungry really fast, So it is a challenge. But I kept it up for 3 days. So 3 days, I did the sasuke. And and of course, I was on that fast. After the 3 days, I thought that she will receive a miraculous blessing, but nothing happened. So I was a little disappointed. On the 4th day, I broke my fast, but in the morning of the 4th day, her daughter calls. She was just overjoyed. I can sleep, I can eat. She was so happy. So that was a very gratifying moment. And I thought, wow, this fasting, really works if you put your mind to it. And I always had the feeling that I should do this more often. But, fasting, it takes a lot out of you. More than 3 days, I think, is something that I wouldn't really recommend. If there's hidden motivations or hidden agendas like, oh yeah, I'm gonna lose weight too, if that comes into play too, maybe the sincerity is not there. I think the sincerity comes when you go through this hardship, and you're trying to ask God for a special, blessing. In of course, Song 3, it says, "Never make an unreasonable prayer." That means to pray for something without making some kind of, sacrifice or offering to God in return for this special blessing. And I think God is working through that sincerity to bestow the blessing.
Yeah, like a kokoro sareme, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much for the interview. This is really. I feel like through listening to your story, I feel like it gave me a different perspective on fasting.
Thank you for the opportunity.
End of day 2. Still feeling pretty good. I'm just really tired again. But yeah, so far so good. I keep daydreaming about eating something now, and I keep thinking like, I wonder what's for dinner, but it's like I forgot. It's pretty amazing to not consume anything, but I still have energy to do stuff.
Alright, gonna make this some sports drink. Yeah, first sugared thing in 2 days. Oh, sweet Jesus. Ah. Wow, I'm alive.
So checking in before go to bed. Yes, I think I got through the most difficult part of this fasting. I was already tired, my legs hurt whole day, sleepy whole day, hungry all the time. But now I feel much better. My mind is calm and I'm kind of excited what's gonna happen tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm just simply leaning on God apparent right now.
Good morning, everyone. So this is day 3. I just came back from morning service and had my breakfast: pickled cucumber, plum, umeboshi. When I woke up this morning, I was super hungry and I felt a little dizzy and headache. But now I feel better. Now I feel like I'm so happy that I can eat. It's God's blessings. Yeah, I'm so happy now.
So good morning all. So I have to make a confession this morning. I was at the Shinden for the morning service and I farted during the service. But don't worry, I was keeping the social distance around me. So I haven't eaten a proper meal, any drinks other than water, tea, But inside my body, God apparently is always keeping it healthy. Organs trying to digest the waste. So I'm really happy with that.
Morning, everyone. Today I am drinking some more of the sports drink because I felt like that really helped me out yesterday. So I'm drinking that in the morning. And then, this morning I feel normal. Like, I feel slightly hungry, but not really. Like, it's kind of smooth sailing right now. Yesterday, through having that episode with the blood sugar, like my blood sugar dropping and just kind of, not feeling like I was in my own body, it just really realized that, like, I'm not in control of my body. Like, I could control my mind and what I want to do, but then I think in the end it really is up to God for, guiding me in the right direction, I guess.
Hey guys, just leaving from a meeting with my friend who's in the hospital right now. Yeah, it totally puts this whole fasting in perspective to see the fear and uncertainty in his face. If I've learned anything, it is with this fast, is to savor and appreciate the moments that we have. He was saying after his surgery, he's not really gonna be able to eat anything. So that really makes me empathize with him now. I think it's just gonna be liquid type of diet, kind of like what we're doing.
It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I've only got 3 hours left. Yay! So as you can see, I'm really good now. My mind is calm. I'm really relaxed. I'm not stressful or I'm not really hungry or anything like that. Pretty chill and really grateful that I can finish without any problems.
I feel so much better today. I am hungry, but I feel better than yesterday, yes. So through this fasting, I felt like we tend to forget that everything is God's providences. And maybe I've forgotten how much I appreciate it. Being able to eat, listening to good music, watching great movies. We can do these kind of things because God is letting us to use the body. After this fasting, I would like to remember to appreciate and how much I am grateful for daily basis.
Yeah, man, this has been a crazy experience, like so many ups and downs. Or the first and this last day, I've had so much energy and I feel like very aware, which is really crazy because this is the third day and I haven't had any substance for 3 days, and my body is like somehow able to still function, still work correctly, and like you gotta just think like, man, that's like God's work, you know. And I was just thinking about it, like it's kind of like an artificial like end of life type of scenario, artificially putting ourselves in this mode so that we could see what those people go through, you know, like each person that I've talked to that's gone through cancer, and they have such a life-altering experience, and we got a taste of that through this Danjiki. I'm so grateful that that I got to go through this with you guys. Looking forward to my life afterwards, and hoping that you know I don't forget these lessons.
It's about 7 o'clock right now, and I have about 2 more hours left. I just want to say my biggest takeaway from this is I realize now how much I take God's providences for granted. When I eat, I guess I don't really appreciate how the food tastes and how it feels and how it's satisfying, especially how the water and the pokari tasted so good, and the coffee. It's like I have a brand new appreciation for those types of things that are pretty much every day. The other takeaway was I started to reflect on other things I take for granted, and after visiting my friend at the hospital, I realized I too maybe take people for granted. When I got back here to the dormitory, and he was not here to do his normal kinokishins and things, I really started to think about that. So I guess from here on out, I will try my best to savor the time I have with other people, and to also show them my gratitude for their friendship, and to try and help them the best I can.
And this is my break fasting menu. My salad and my tomato soup. Oh my gosh.
Alright, having miso soup for the first time in 3 days. Itadakimasu. Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so good.
It's 6:30 and my fast is over. Finally, yay! Survived. Whew, so relieved. So through these 3 days, I learned a lot of things. I realized how grateful to be able to live. I really feel that our body is not our own thing. We can't control. That's something we can't control. And it's truly a thing learned and thing borrowed from God apparent. And then I'm so grateful that I'm still healthy after 3 days of fasting. And now I'm going back to my normal life, normal daily life. But I don't want to forget what I experienced in 3 days, and I'm really just so happy and grateful for everything that I have now, and I couldn't go through without you guys, Timor, Kyle, and Tokuo-san. Thank you very much, especially for you guys. I couldn't make this without you guys, and ありがとうございました。お疲れ様です。バイバイ。
Okay guys, first day back, first meal. いただきます。美味しい。本当にありがとうございます。ありがたいです。Total blessing. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for your support. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimashita.
So that was our journey. The Tenri Teachings crew came out with a new perspective on our bodies and mental health. We often forget that our bodies are lent from God, as well as the things that are all around us, which is why we always have to remind ourselves that we are living through God's blessings. And through doing challenges like this, we will remind ourselves of this fact and rediscover the blessings given to us on a daily basis from God the Parent. And by bringing ourselves to the limit of our comfort zones, we can see life from a new perspective. Going through this challenge, we were all able to rediscover awareness of God's blessings, and we hope you did too. Thank you.
Oh my God. What a tease. Ah, man. I'm doing this for you, Oyasama. I'm doing this for you.